Hey, what's up, my comic book peeps? It's your boy J Rocks hitting you with another graphic novel haul. I'm kind of stoked for this one because on this one I have a lot of stuff that I wanted for it to be re-released or stuff I already had, and I secretly wasn't happy with it. I kind of wished it would have came out in another format, and it finally has. So let's get to it. First off is Hellboy. This volume 1 Hellboy Omnibus. Excited for this one. Now you could get the whole Hellboy collection in chronological order, and it's just about 4 omnibuses instead of like 10 library editions. A lot more cost effective. First of all, there's a spine right there. The cover is called Seed of Destruction. So it's a lot cheaper, and more importantly, it's less books, less of them. I don't want to buy 8 or 9 library editions. It's gonna be just 4 of them, which is cool. I don't know why I lagged it on these. When they came out, I should have been buying them as they come out, and I didn't until right now. I finally got around to ordering the first one. I'm glad these came out, but I secretly wanted them to come out in hardcover, like the BPRD collections. But I'm happy with the trade. I still like this over the library edition. Those were just not my thing. I felt they were a lot of money for about 6 issues, like 250 pages or so. It just wasn't worth it to me. Even if they were, I didn't mind the price had it been like 400 pages each, like how these are. Straight paperback, but that's fine. I think we're all pretty familiar with Mike Mignola's art. Some of it right here. Yeah, so I believe it's gonna be 4 of these, and I think there's gonna be 2 with a lot of short stories. One thing, how it has the Hellboy font here, I sort of wish that's the way they put it over here. I sort of wish it would have had those big Hellboy and those big yellow letters like this. But that's fine, ain't no big thing. Let's get to the next book. Right, here's the second book. I'm surprised I haven't seen more people show this off in their hauls. Is Ninja Turtles body count. This was originally printed in magazine format. I believe it was. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was heavy metal, but I'm not 100%. Don't quote me on it. Look at that cover by Simon Bisley. Now this was long out of print. It was going for about $100. It's about 150 pages or so. This is the spine. It's the art on the back. It's $30 cover price. It's published by Top Shelf. $30 for it's a little hardcover. It's not too thick. Like I said, I think it's I believe it says 110 pages or 140, something like that. It's not that much the page count. The price, it's not the best price, but I'm just happy it's available again. It's not oversized, it's regular standard. Like I said, I'm just happy it's available again because it's been long out of print. So you can get an idea of some of the art here. A lot of action on this, like non-stop. Like those 80s movies that have a lot of action and not too much story. You could say it's one of those, but it's Turtles, and it's stuff we haven't had collected in anything else that I know of for a long time. So I'm stoked for this one. Happy to have it. All right, the next in the haul is we're all familiar with this one. This is one of this is one of the harder to find books. I feel like Abbott when he caught Moby Dick up in here. Yeah, I finally got this. This is one of 2 books that I've kind of been wanting and never had a chance to get. Was this one and Scud, the whole shebang, the hardcover edition. I had the trade paperback of this. Happy to have the hardcover. It has a few issues right here, as you could tell. But hey, it's at least it's in the collection. I worked out a trade with somebody in the Omnibus collectors group on Facebook. I basically had to get rid of my X-Force Uncanny X-Force Omnibus and my Avengers Volume 1 Hickman Omnibus to make it happen. So you guys tell me. I don't know if that was a greatest deal or not, but I'm happy with the trade. Honestly, Avengers is nothing I'm really that big into, so I really that was a no-brainer. The Uncanny X-Force, I had to kind of think about it for a little bit because that's something I wanted to keep. I decided to go for it. I was like, let me trade this for what I need to get and able to get this. Decided to go for it. And I'm happy with the decision. I ain't tripping. That's that overstop mark, but that ain't no big thing. Said it's not in perfect condition, but it's fine. Um, One thing I was kicking myself because this book came out back when I just started collecting. We're all familiar with the interiors and so forth. This book came out just when I was starting to collect, and it's not like I slept on it and I didn't know about it. I mean, I had seen they had I think up to volume like 3 of the trade paperbacks, and I bought volume 1, and I was like, I want it in hardcover, and it was announced that a hardcover was gonna come out. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna buy it when it comes out. Now at that time, since I was just still new to the game, I didn't even have a lot of books. I had maybe 5, 6 books, 10 at most probably. And what happened was I wasn't familiar with, I didn't know what days books came out or with pre-orders or with any of that stuff. So I checked like on a Thursday or Wednesday on InStock, and I was like, oh, it's not there. And I waited to the next week, and I was like, it's still not there. I thought it's supposed to come out somewhere around now. So I messaged them, and I think they were like sold out already. And then that I was kicking myself for that because I was like, I know it comes out this week. I just don't know I didn't know what days the books got released. And next thing you know, it became very expensive, and it was at about 100, 150. And I would just refuse to buy it. I was like, nah, that's too much. I don't want to pay. I don't want to pay. Should have bought it back then. But oh well, it is what it is. You live and learn. You feel me? But it's finally here now. I did get volume 2 and 3 as they came out, and this was the one I missed. These were my early collections. Were these and X-Men were my first two books I was really pursuing in hardcovers or in omnibus, if you will. All right, so let's get to the next book. Next one is Punisher Max by Gartines. This is volume 2. I'm digging the cover. Well, most of the covers on this series are good. You're really gonna be hard pressed to find one that's not good. Covers. Look at this one, bunch of shark action here. It's pretty clean. I had these in the hardcovers, and it was 6 of them. I was like, oh, 6 hardcovers. Then they made the complete collections, and I think it was like 5 or something. So then I bought the complete collections, and I got rid of the hardcovers. And I was like, man, I wish they had it in omnibus. Then the omnibus got announced, so bam. So got rid of the complete collections and got these. It's a lot of different artists on this. It's not the same artist, but these are really good stories. The only bad thing is they're set in their own universe, so you won't be seeing like Spider-Man or Wolverine or anybody show up. Would have been kind of cool to see them drop in once in a while. Get an idea of some of the art. Look at that, very gory. It's a max line, so you'll see cursing, drug references, drug paraphernalia, blood. It's definitely a mature rated. It's not for kids. Depending on the type of kid you are. I mean, honestly, I was not a sheltered kid. I was reading this kind of stuff when I was like 10. I was reading Spawn, and if you're all familiar with Spawn, you know what's up with that. Reading that when I was like 9, 10 years old. You guys get an idea of this. I believe it's gonna be 3. Not 100% sure, but I think it's 3 of these, and that should cover the whole run, the whole Enos run. I haven't never completely read the whole run. I read about the first 2 or 3 hardcovers, I believe. So that was about like 30 issues, about somewhere around there. Okay, I don't wanna flip through any more pages. I don't wanna give too much away. I really don't know what's going on in any of this. Right here, I haven't read along this far. Let me close this up. The binding again, I'm really liking what they're doing with the paper quality. I think Marvel has found like a happy medium. First they were too thick, the pages, so the books were really fat. Then the pages were like too thin. You could kind of see through them with the light and stuff onto the back of, like, say this page, you'll see the back of it, seeing through it. And right now I think they found the perfect medium. Like, they're just perfect right now. So I'm happy for that. All right, let's get to the next book. All right, here we got X-Men Revolutions. That cover looks a little busy, but the cover's okay actually. There's a lot going on, but I'm not really tripping on that. I'm more tripping out on these X-Men costumes. I'm not familiar with them. Rogue, Jean Grey, whoever that is, Storm. These costumes, this is a era of X-Men I'm not too familiar with in general. There's a spine. I'm digging the spine. I wish this, however, put it like this. This was like a little higher up here, how it is on the other X-Men books, like Fatal Attractions. A little higher up there would have been better. Now the content. I noticed this. I wasn't sure if I was gonna get that book, this Omni or not, because I had this, the trade paperback. It's this one, The Death of Colossus, Dream's End. Now that I got it, I was thinking about getting rid of this, but then I noticed that see here, it goes up to issues 388 to 390 and 108 to 110, and on the Omni it goes up to 389, not 290. And where's the X-Men issues? Over here, it goes up to 109, not to 110. So those two issues are missing. I haven't got around to actually reading this, so I don't know what's in those two. Maybe they felt it was better it ended the issues before and start the next omnibus with those other two issues. I'm really not sure. I really don't know what the reason for that is. I thought I was gonna have this whole trade in here. So now I don't know if I should hold on to it a little longer or still get rid of it. I don't know. Let's see. Let's dig through some of the interior, or let's see how it looks without the dust jacket. It's the same thing. It's the same cover. Some of the artwork. My phone's looking a little blurry right now. Like I said, I'm not too familiar with this. I've read the storyline that follows this one, the whole Magneto Eve of Destruction thing. I read that one because it has Alan Davis on art. But besides that, I haven't read much of this era up from like 330, from like the Age of Apocalypse all the way up to this. I don't really have much. I don't really know much about everything that happens in between. I'll leave it here. But yeah, happy to have this one. Happy it came out. I know Mutant Massacre comes out in a month or two. I'm stoked for that one as well. That's probably my favorite X-Men storyline, Mutant Massacre. I have the hardcover, but I know the omnibus is coming out, so I'm gonna be hopping on that as well. And yeah, I guess this is the last book of the haul. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let me know what you got this week. And oh yeah, on the description down below, there's the links there to my Twitch, Twitter, and so forth. Follow me on Twitter right there. I have Goodreads. Follow me on Goodreads as well. I post the books I finished reading and my reviews and thoughts and so forth. And I also like to follow other people. I follow you back to see if they post reviews or to see what their book collection is. Get an idea of what everybody reads and collects and so forth. Alright guys, that's it, and I'll just check you guys out next time.